Today, I think about and honor the women in my life who have lifted me up and given me their strength when I had none. The women who are unstoppable when they lift one another and work together. The women who hugged me, wiped my tears, and then told me to get up and stop crying over him. The women who are more than beautiful, they are indescribably amazing. The women who inspire, and will continue to inspire me for the rest of my life. The women who carry previous generations on their backs and raise many generations to come. The women on whose shoulders I can lean on when I need a break, and whose ears are lent to me when I need someone to listen. The women who stand up for not just themselves, but for every single person who is mistreated, misrepresented, and misused. The women who raised me to be the woman I am today. The women whose might and fierceness taught me to be the lioness I have become. The women who stand by my side through thick and thin, no matter what happens. The women who suffer and suffer and suffer, but still give of themselves until they have nothing left to give, and yet they keep on giving. The women in my life who are fearless. I wrote this a few weeks back. I believe it was the day of the Women's March. And that day I was particularly thinking about how I'm so grateful for the women in my life, because they are everything and more. And what I failed to realize is that I'm one of these women. I am a woman, fearless, beautiful, amazing, intelligent, courageous. I'm trying the best I can every single day to be the best version of myself, the best Muslimah, the best slave of Allah, the best daughter, sister, friend, cousin, wife, mother, as we all are. We're all trying to be the best people that we can be, the best women that we can be. But we are amazing. I am one of these women, and you are one of these women. We're women, fearless, amazing. I think I've come to the realization that it takes time and a lot of pondering and reflecting on the fact that we do a lot. We go through a lot. And we beat ourselves up, criticize ourselves. If we were our own friend, how would we treat ourselves? If we can tell all of our friends and family that they're amazing women, why can't we tell ourselves that we're amazing women? Why do we need other people to validate us? Why is it that we settle for less, for so much less? Why is it that we give and we give and we give until we're depleted and there's nothing left to give, but we still keep giving? We deserve more. I deserve more. You deserve more. You can't love somebody else until you love yourself. And I wish someone had told me that before I got married. If you expect someone else to love you instead of you loving yourself, that will never work. There's no strength in that. There's only weakness. True strength is loving yourself, because you know that Allah loves you. Only when you love yourself are you truly able to be loved by somebody else. Marriage is not a walk in the park. It takes work. It takes effort. It takes maturity. It takes growth, experience, sacrifice, compromise, patience, mercy, and love. But love is just one of the many, many things that you need to make a marriage work. And the most important thing before you try and love someone else is to love yourself. If you don't love your flaws, if you don't love yourself in spite of your imperfections, how can you expect somebody else to? It won't make you feel any better. Telling yourself, well, if I just find somebody to love me, then it'll be good enough. It's not gonna work. Believe me, I tried. You won't be happy, even if you try and convince yourself that you're happy, or have a false sense of happiness for a while. It doesn't last. It's not sustainable, because you're living a lie. Love yourself before you try and love someone else. Take care of yourself before you try and take care of someone else. Be patient with yourself before you try and be patient with someone else. Because to know yourself is to know Allah. And to know Allah is to know yourself. So focus on your relationship with your Creator, and everything falls into place. Focusing on your relationship with your Creator allows you to learn to love yourself, to learn things about yourself that you would have never known. Do things that make you and your essence truly happy. Don't distract yourself from your feelings, from your pain. It just gets worse when you pretend it's not there. It's hard to deal with not loving yourself, but it's even harder to have your heart implode one day because you faked it for so long. It sounds a lot easier than it is. Love yourself. Treat yourself. Self-love. Let me tell you, self-love is a lot more than a face mask and some chocolate and a bubble bath. It is taking care of your inside, taking care of your heart, your internal, taking care of your soul. That is true self-love. But if you take it one step at a time, one day at a time, the journey gets easier. And you'll realize that once you know yourself by knowing Allah, once you love yourself by loving Allah, everything falls into place. He has a plan. And although at times we don't understand His plan, we don't see the bigger picture, life doesn't go the way we expected it would. In the end, He only ever gives us what we can handle. He only ever tests us because He loves us. He only wants to make you a better person. Because He loves you so much. So, I'll ask you this. When are you going to start loving yourself?